Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and today we're going to do another fun painting. So let's get started. We'll start off today with a 2-inch brush and a little bit of yellow and white. We'll come right up here to the sky and begin dropping in a beautiful little glow. Now maybe today we're going to do something with a lot of mist in it and some pretty nice colors in there. Some real nice highlights with this yellow color. So we're just dropping in a simple background, and most of this background will get covered up by trees and other things. Now with our filbert brush and a very, very light mix of red, blue, and white, let's just begin to scrub in a few beautiful little misty background trees. Now, of course, to make a misty, they have to be very light. You can't have them too dark. That's why you only need a little bit of paint on the brush, and you don't want the paint to be too dark. All right. Maybe wipe some of that off, and let's do some that are even further away. I didn't change the color. I didn't add any white. I just have less on the brush, and it picks up some of that wet base color we just put down. Oh, yeah. Now with our blender brush, we'll go right through some yellow and white, but mostly white. Load it evenly on both sides. And right in here, we're going to do something kind of fun. We're going to just set the brush down. See that? Get yourself a nice little glow. Oh, that's nice. A little more white in that. Really make it bright. Okay, yeah. Because this brush is so soft, watch what you can do. Watch this. Pull these sun rays right over. See that? If this was a stiff brush, like our others, oh, you cut right through that paint. This, you can layer on top of the paint without causing any problems. You can blend right over those sun rays. You have so much freedom. Oh, you can make some beautiful effects that you never guessed you could make over wet paint. It's not a problem. Nice. Now, as you can see, I have a quick basic sketch up here. I just took the filbert brush and quickly did an outline. I think we'll maybe have a river, maybe a little stream. It's not quite big enough to be a river, and some rocks and things like that. Just helps to keep me know where I'm going, and it kind of helps to give you an idea of what I'm planning. So now we'll just continue with a little bit of a gray color, maybe a little bit. Just throw some blue in there. Yeah. Let's just begin to throw some shadow in. That's all we're doing. Still just blocking in basic ideas. All right. In my mind, this is kind of a grouping of trees. Let's go up here and make it a little lighter. Yeah. Nice. Still pretty misty. And we'll throw some highlights and tree trunks and all sorts of nice things in here. Now we can take a break from blocking in colors and just throw on a little bit of highlight here to some of these trees. Look at how pale that color is. Just a little bit of yellow, touch of white, and the tiniest speck of green. I really don't want much green in it. So I'm just using this and I'm kind of pulling. Do you see that? Pulling to soften the edges. Oh yeah. Don't need it everywhere. Just here and there. Just to see the color in the trees. Oh yeah, beautiful sunlit color. Nice. Just barely shows up, and that's enough. Oh, a little more on that one because maybe it's a little closer. Do you see how it's darker? The darker it is, the closer it is to you. Then don't mess up your sun rays, kind of work around them. All right, but you could always put them back in if you had to. Now with some black and brown on the filbert brush, let's just begin making some beautiful little tree trunks back here. It doesn't take much. Just go, maybe start at the top or start at the bottom. It doesn't really matter. If you're going to start at the bottom, start at the top. Push down as you come toward the bottom. Makes the tree bigger, as it should be. You can touch into a little bit of blue just to change them up. See, it makes it a little more of a gray color. Nice. Next, I'll take the filbert brush right through some black, maybe some blue, brown, green, touch of red if you want to. And we're just gonna start doing some underpainting here. So we'll start somewhere in through here and leave this area open for just a little while because we don't want this very dark color up in the background, see? So you leave a little stretch of that open. All right. And then in the middle ground, you want it pretty dark, and in the foreground, oh, you want it as absolute dark and black as you can get it. All right. Nice. Kind of leaving your sketch intact there. You don't want to cover it all up. That's why I'm not using a big brush. You could use a 2-inch brush and have this done in three or 4 seconds. But I want to kind of leave the sketch in there. All right. Now with a little bit of brown, white, and yellow on the knife, we can just begin to put on some beautiful little highlights here to these tree trunks, especially the bigger ones. Don't need a whole lot here. On the background ones, you can kind of turn your hand upside down if that makes it easier. Whatever you have to do. Nice. Light's coming across like this, kind of following the direction of our sunbeams. We'll have some nice light in through here as well. Now with our filbert brush and some yellow and white, very, very bright mix today. Let's just begin to throw some beautiful little highlights on the rest of the bushes here. We only just started with some of the background things. Now we can come forward and really add on some extras. Oh yeah, nice. Just pick them out wherever you think the light would hit. That's where you put a highlight. So easy. Very loose and free here. And of course, if you don't like it, just grab one of your other brushes laying around that has dark on it and paint right over it. So easy. Take you 2 seconds and you just do it again. So have fun with it. Be loose and free and don't worry. Just have fun. Now with our fan brush and some black loaded evenly on both sides. All right, here we go. Big evergreen tree right there. Let's have it stop somewhere in that area. Now, this background is pretty nice. I don't want to lose it. So instead of just covering it all up, we're going to do some sparse limbs today. See that? They're going to stick out. We're going to see a lot of sky showing through. Nice. Now with our fan brush, we can just begin to tap in some beautiful little highlights here. Now we don't need to use a lot of paint here because there's so little on this canvas. It's just like a stain. You won't pick too much of it up on your brush. So just a little bit here and there. Nice, and leave little dark areas, maybe even where the tree would cast a shadow. Now with our filbert brush, let's just block in a lot of nice rocks here by the shore. See that? You can pull them down and kind of pull across and shape the rock with your brush strokes before we even highlight. And it's good to get a lot of these in now, and then we can go back and touch up the grass if we need to later. All right. Now this is looking pretty good right in through here. We all can kind of get this nice even grass tone, but to really make it exciting, what we can do is just come in here with a really bright color and sparkle it up. Make it really nice. Do you see that? Rather than just leaving it alone, play with it. Add more to it and really make it come alive, but only in a couple of areas. See that? One area is light, the next area is dark, and maybe let's do one over here. Maybe we want one right over here. Some beautiful sunlight out on this bank. There. Now with our filbert brush and a little bit of brown and white, we can just begin to drop on some beautiful little highlights here. It doesn't take a lot. As you know, we want to take the light source into consideration when we do this. Always want to remember that. The light's coming across like this today. So the highlight on the rock will be on the top and on the right side. Nice. Now with our filbert brush, we can really begin to shape this water. Now you may want to use the fan brush when you come closer down to the foreground. But back here, it's just too small for that big brush. So I'm just using the tip of the filbert and just shaping very, very subtle indications back here. But as we come forward, they get bigger. Oh yeah, that's nice. Now with our liner brush and some very, very thin black paint, we can just begin to drop in a few little limbs here. Now, of course, we don't want to overdo. We only need a few. Although we're not going to have any leaves not on this tree. So the limbs are a little more important here because you can see all of them. And we want it to look nice. So just kind of keep on adding these limbs until you think the painting has a nice little feel, and then stop. All right, I think we're done. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Don't forget to check out my website, my DVDs, and also my brush line. And thanks for watching.